Hey Facebook, this is Jennifer, and I wanted to get on real quickly just to give you two reasons why we should take care of the environment. One of the reasons is a scientific reason, and the other reason is more of a spiritual, theological reason. So the first reason why we should take care of the environment is because we are nature. That's right, we are nature. And what I mean by that is we, most of the elements that exist in nature, in our environment, in the universe, can be found in some amounts, even if in small amounts, inside of our body. But more than that, we are in a symbiotic relationship with the environment around us, which basically means that we need certain aspects of the environment in order for us to live, and the environment needs certain aspects from us in order for it to thrive and survive. Now, the easiest way I can explain this phenomena is by explaining why we need plants in order to breathe. You know why. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis, we learned about it in school. Maybe you forgot about it, but we're going to do a quick review on this evening. So photosynthesis is the process where plants use carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight to make the nutrients that it needs in order to grow. And a product of photosynthesis is oxygen. So the plant releases oxygen as a product of photosynthesis. And I'm sure you already know that as human beings and other animals, we inhale oxygen, and oxygen is taken into our blood cells and taken to the various parts of our body, and we exhale carbon dioxide, which in turn the plant uses again, and the cycle of photosynthesis starts all over again. So basically what I'm saying is that our bodies could not function physiologically in the way that they do if we did not have plants here on Earth. As a matter of fact, most scientists agree that there would be a massive extinction of all groups of organisms, both locally and globally, if the trees were to disappear suddenly from the face of this earth. So that's the first reason. So now the second reason, the more spiritual or a theological reason that we should take care of the environment, is that creation care is an act of worship. Now I do want to acknowledge that most of the major religions, which include also including the Native American and African and other indigenous spiritualities, do have some type of mandate or prescription for the care of earth. However, I am specifically speaking from a Christian perspective, where we believe, well, majority of us believe that uh, creation care is an act of worship. Now, this video is not about worship. We'll talk about that at another time if you would like to. However, I do want to say one thing about worship, and that is that worship is more than what we do in the four walls of a church. It's more than us lifting our hands and singing a worship song. Worship is a lifestyle. Worship is a lifestyle. It's what we say, but more than that, it's what we do. It's how we treat our neighbor, especially the neighbors that are different than us. And for the sake of this video, it is how we take care of our environment. So Psalms 24:1 says that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. And when we start truly believing this scripture and living it out, then we are on the right path to recognizing our place in stewarding or in taking care of God's creation. So the scripture first implies that we must acknowledge God's place as creator. And as creator, God created everything in the earth to be good. And when we start to understand this, then we'll begin to understand our position as God's followers, as mere tenants of this world, and as leaseholders on earth. We are expected to tend to the earth well, not merely as a duty or a task, but with delight and with honor, and as our act of worship, our way of honoring God. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that there are many scriptures, there are many songs that proclaim the majesty of God, the majesty of God in nature. And what better way for us to honor God, but for us to commit to taking care of those beautiful things that God has given us charged over while we are here on this earth. So I hope you got something out of these two reasons that we should take care of our environment. Number one, we are nature. Number two, creation care is an act of worship. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you got something from this video, let me know in the comments. Please like and share this video with your friends. And if there is a topic that you would like for me to talk about or like to discuss, let's stay connected. You can reach me by email. If you will email me at this email address. And again, thank you for watching the replay. Let me know you're watching it if you are watching the replay, as we together continue our journey on getting more connected with the Creator, with ourselves, with the earth, with each other in community, so that we are transformed into embodied vessels of love to be agents of transformation in the world. I hope you enjoy this wonderful holiday weekend. Peace and love.